Matthew 24. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple. And his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars, and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And
Hey, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone. And peace to you, sincere brothers out there in the true house of David. And basically, this morning I have a lot of things that, I want to go into, but, the Spirit's telling me to just wait a few days because, me and the brother and, me, myself, man, we bring out a lot of things through the week, and sometimes we probably just need to let those marinate a little bit. But, the Spirit want me to speak right now, and, not something that I have queued up, just the Lord want me to speak through the Spirit. And, definitely we're in the times of the Lord where he was speaking on the wars and the rumors of wars, and going to that bomb that was dropped, and which I seen the video was dropped in Peru. That was definitely a missile attack. So, all these things are being revved up for World War III, so we can get the hell out of here. And the scripture said the devil shall come down with great wrath, and yeah, he's coming. The devil is coming. That's why, I say, really love this thing with your heart, because a lot of men that took this truth for granted, and really, you have to really watch who you deceive and who you hate, because you could be coming up against somebody that the Lord set up, and your ass could be destroyed for that. But the Lord said many false prophets should come in the name. Now, was the Lord talking about the name Christ back then? No, he wasn't talking about the word Christ. Many was going to come in the name of Yahweh Shai, and they was going to be what? Corrupt. So, what you have to understand is, man, everybody that screams, Lord, Lord, they're not really men of the Lord. And we're in the end of the world. And a lot of men, to be honest, man, like I said before, I could really see things, man. I really see a lot of things, and I think that is part of the reason why the Lord got us by ourselves. The brother Mark Gabar, that brother's very powerful in the spirit, and he has a young, powerful spirit. And me, I have that experience, and I've been through a lot myself too. And we both have many talents that we have that we use for this truth. And we don't sit on our talents. We believe in this thing. But anyway, definitely in the time of Matthew 24, when the Lord was telling the disciples, these are the signs of the things to come. And so when you really think about that, we're definitely sitting right here. And you're going to have many false teachers than the ones that's actually righteous. And we're in a situation where you may have a crowd of 30 men or 10 men, and only one or two of those men may only really believe. And a lot of you men that's in high position that's actually sincere, you really have to watch yourself in these last times, because men that are in high positions around a lot of men, you may look at it as everything is all right and it's a good thing, but through the Spirit, the Lord is want me to say that you really have to pay attention to people around you, because you may be around men that don't even really fucking believe, man, and they're ready to give you up. And then that's crazy. Through the Spirit, we had an idea going through Matthew 23, the wicked scribes and the Pharisees, and you had that movie clip come up about Judas and the Messiah. So the Spirit of the Lord is definitely dealing, and it's a beautiful thing, man. And we got another part. I got another few parts I want to do going into that, because one of the major parts about this truth is the false prophets and the false teachers that's among the fold of the Lord, saying the Lord's name. That's a major part of this that really nobody wants to touch on. So that's why the Lord meant when he said, many shall come in my name. The scriptures say, I'm going to read it, Matthew 24 and 11. It says, and many false prophets shall rise and deceive many. So it's going to be more men out there that's wicked than the men that's actually chose. So you really have to put that in perspective, what the Lord is actually saying. It's going to be many men that are very evil that's actually teaching this truth. And a lot of the men that's wicked like that, they're going to be in high position. They're going to be in high places, looking for the fame and the glory of this world. And you're going to have certain men that are in the spotlight that are sincere, and you can see they put their dedication in it, but they're just around a lot of men that have their mind all fucked up and swerved the wrong way. And I've said before, like I said, I have nothing against the elders and the apostles or none of that, but they have men over the years that they have bigged up. And, the apostles, like I said, they taught me everything I know, but over the years, they've referenced certain men, and these men turned out to be demons, because when they reference a lot of men, these men, they have that pride sticking up in them. They have a big ass, that pride builds up in them. And the thing about pride, you really think that the Lord is dealing with you because certain men big you up. And that's just not the case. You could big up certain men, they turn out to be demons. We done seen that many a times in this truth over the years. Not just with Element, but with the other guys and other men that the apostles seem to like. But for the most part, those are the men that taught me this truth. But sometimes men could be wrong on certain things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're all human. But anyway, through the Spirit, the Lord said, many false prophets shall rise. And the Lord is not going to raise up somebody that everybody likes. The Lord is not going to raise up somebody that everybody likes. That is not what the Lord is going to do. You see? The Lord going to raise up men and prophets that the world is going to hate off jump. They were like, well, the Lord can't be possibly dealing with this man. And that's how the Lord set it up. And if you was to explain to somebody that we're at the end of the world, like if you explain that to somebody that's in the world that don't even know the truth, this truth would be so awkward to their ass. Certain parts about it. Certain parts men might agree with, but then when you start getting deep and you jumping down that rabbit hole, men will totally look at your ass with a screwed fucking face. So that's one thing about this truth too. The Lord will set men up where everybody have a screwed face to their ass. They'll look at them like, hey man, how the hell? The Lord can't be dealing with that person. But the Lord does whatever he will. So the Lord said, you should hear wars and rumors of wars. Matthew 24:6, it says, "And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be troubled, for all these things must come to pass. And nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places." And the scriptures is telling you that these are the beginning of sorrows. It says, "Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake." So this truth is not a thing of popularity, to be liked of everybody, to be in the spirit of putting yourself up. And we all get blessings and people bring us things and this, that, and the third. But you're in that spirit of showing that shit like that. That really shows like where your mind is at, because if you really look at it, man, the prophets and shit like that, they really didn't make no fucking it was stories in the scriptures where they really didn't make a big deal out of shit like that. Some of the prophets, they didn't even accept gifts and shit like that. So, you have some men in this thing just for attention and shit, man, and clout, for this and for that. And you have some men that's really sincere. And what I see is, I see men that's really sincere, that's around a bunch of people that really are a bunch of devils, man. I see that. And that movie Judas the Messiah, which is very deep, even Esau fucking telling you that, hey man, I put infiltrators in every goddamn group. I put infiltrators in there. That's what we do. That's how we work. And a lot of you men, because you're so damn starstruck and you like people to like you, and you want to be looked at as this chief guy and shit. What you're gonna really understand is that you wanted to be that chief guy and look that up like that. It's gonna come with a horrible price, because a lot of men that you want men to look at you a certain way. A lot of these men are ready to be cutthroat on your ass at any minute, because a man is always looking. The eyes of a man is never satisfied. And you have those spirits of being covetous, boasters, and proud. You really have to look at that, man. You really have to look at the men around you, because this salvation, your salvation is not determined by what somebody else is doing. Everybody has to work on their own salvation. We're in a time where the Lord said, "Iniquity shall abound, and the love of many shall wax cold, and many false prophets shall rise." So you gotta look at it. If this world calls you wicked, you really gotta look at that, man. That guy might be the good guy. If somebody calls somebody wicked, hey, that guy might be. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake has this idea that the Lord has to be dealing with somebody everybody approves. And that's just not the case. That's just not the case. And as I've said before, over and over, time and time again, as the scriptures say, which the scriptures actually backs us up, is that this ain't a job for you to be looked up as somebody like that, man. And I seen a video where they plan on throwing brothers into prison. They plan on doing this. They plan on doing that. Why you want to look like a superstar? And a lot of you dudes that's in this truth, you're not even built for that part of this, man. But a lot of you guys are fake out there. You're fake, man. And it's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time if you're a real man of the Lord. Now, if you actually been faking this whole time, this ain't a good time for you. Because all these things to catch men up in judgment and all that, a lot of you guys, the Lord is going to let Esau destroy your ass, man. Because what did you do? You faked it in this truth. And the thing about it is, the Lord is not looking for the crowd. He's not looking for the crowd, man. He's not looking for the crowd. The Lord said you will be hated for his name's sake, but he that endure to the end shall be saved. So the true prophets of the Lord, you're going to be hated on every side. Not just by Esau, you're going to be really hated by your people. And our people are a bunch of clowns, man. I saw this video of this guy saying he was the Messiah and shit. And that guy look bugged the fuck out. Yeah, you have bug outs. But then you have true men of the Lord, which are going to bring out the whole things about the scriptures. And they're not going to be liked even by their people and by Esau. But when you do that, right? When a person is doing that, he's coming in the spirit of those ancient prophets, because those ancient prophets were hated by their people and by Esau and by the other nations. So when you're hated of this world, when you're hated in this world, guess what? The Heavenly Father is closer to you. And that's the truth, man. That's the truth. So we're coming up on a very time, man. Let me read this real quick. Matthew 24:21 says, "Then shall there be great tribulation, such was not since the beginning of the world at this time, no, nor ever shall be, except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake they have shortened the days." That's right. And when the Lord came, people didn't believe in the Lord. When John the Baptist came, they didn't believe John the Baptist. They say he was a bug out, but that was Elias. But just like our people today, the prophets come and they look at them like bug outs. They look at us like bug outs. They look at me like a bug out. You see? But guess what? We have the truth, and we have the words of the Heavenly Father backing us. The Lord is actually with what we're doing. Like I said, when I wanted to do the thing on the scribes and the Pharisees, in that day, I went to the brother's house, and we did a sit down on that fucking clip. A day after, I was figuring out, like, I want to go into the wicked scribes and the Pharisees, and they had that clip up. That clip had came out. So the Lord is in the support of us actually bringing these things out about the wicked scribes and the Pharisees. Mainly you men in this truth that claim you love the Lord, and you really ain't about the Lord like that. You see? The Lord is really against you, men, man. He is really against you, men, in this truth. And it's a lot more men than it's not. Believe that. So, my thing is for men that's actually sincere. So, and I see men that's actually sincere, but then they're around men that don't even believe, man. A lot of guys are waiting on a chance for you to slip so they can take your place. You have men like that in this truth, man, and they're all over. You see? And the thing about it is, a lot of you guys that's been faking this truth and you really ain't believed in the Lord, guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to get caught up in this shit, bro. You're going to get thrown in them internment camps. Your family's going to get put to death. You're going to, certain things are going to happen to a lot of you fakers out there. And for some of you men that's really sincere and you don't want to come out of that mentality as you want to be somebody and be looked up as somebody, you better fight for your salvation. Because sometimes always being in the crowd amongst men that really don't believe, that probably ain't the right route for you to go. And the Lord wants you to come out of that, but you're so attached to how this world looks at you that you cast that to the side. But it could be for your own safety. The Lord could be telling you or putting hunches that He's giving you so you can come out of that for your own safety. Some men, like I say, a lot of men are evil, man. And they put that movie out, the Judas, the Messiah, to show you that Judas and the Messiah, they put that in the movies, right? To actually show you that Esau's down with infiltrating groups. He's down with that. That's what that movie is showing you, that Esau is down with infiltrating groups. But like I said, man, I'm just speaking through the Spirit. And for you sincere brothers out there that I know sincere, that have a big following, that have a righteous way about you, but you're like stuck in the middle, and you don't, you want to turn one way and you want to turn the other way, but this thing is about working out your own salvation, man. Remember, the Lord is not going to deliver everybody. You got to actually remember that. You got to understand that. And we have to all be fully persuaded in our own mind. And a lot of men's interest is not in the Heavenly Father. You see, when we get on guys that's lukewarm, the Lord is against men that's in the middle. You know, he is really against that. And if you're catering to that, then you're putting your hand in there with the wicked too. But basically, man, we're at the end of the world. I don't know. I just went all into some shit I didn't even, But Lord willing, that was edifying. Lord willing, that was edifying. Matthew 24, except these days should be shortened, that no flesh be saved. And another thing, the elect, most of the elect are going to make it, man. We're going to make it through this. The Lord said in Mark 9:1 that a lot of you are not going to taste of death. So the majority of the elect, they're going to make it, man. But a lot of you men that was fake and you was false and you didn't really believe in this, a lot of you and your families will be caught up in these last times. And with that, man, to be on to the next one. Hey, Shalom.
Six chill, fool, for real, for real.